John, after a couple of very challenging weeks, thanks for joining us before the next game against Hearts. Rather than us kick off with a typical question from me, would you be able to summarise what's been going on at Raith Rovers since early last week?
Yeah, I'll try my best. Obviously, we're a bit restricted because we're being involved in Zoom calls with all the authorities, and there is a certain amount of confidentiality and privacy. But you know, we've had an outbreak within the club. It's very difficult to trace exactly where it came and how it spread so quickly. But it causes a big problem with regards to the Inverness game. We didn't have players that could have, we didn't have a starting 11. So unfortunately that game had to be postponed. So today is the first day that we've been back training, so Friday morning is the first day back. We're obviously assessing how healthy the players are. Obviously it's been very mixed with regards to the degree of illness. Some have been quite bad, not to the extent of going in hospital, but quite bad, and maybe then some not, and then there have been some who have not really had any symptoms at all but still tested positive. So it's been very mixed with regards to how the players are feeling, and with it being the first day out of isolation, we're just getting a wee feel for how they are exactly feeling and who can become available for the game tomorrow.
And with the game tomorrow, how have the players responded to the demands of a physical session?
Yeah, well, that's what we have to just assess now, because you may actually feel alright just now, but then you may impact on you a little bit later because it's the first thing you've done, and a minimum of 10 days, some players longer than that. So I mean, today they looked like they were just back after 10 days, and there was an enthusiasm just to get back to work and to get a touch of a ball, and from that point of view it was good because there was an enthusiasm. They were up for it, and it went very well. It's just a reaction, and of course we had to test today. It was the first time that we've been back, so of the negatives, the people who tested negative, we had to test today, and we have to wait to get these results back to find out if everyone who tested negative remains negative, and that will have an impact again on team selection. So even at the moment we may have a team in our mind, but it could all be thrown out the window if we were to get more positives. We're not looking for more positives, but until these results come back, we just don't know.
We've said it so many times this season so far, it's been a funny season all round, what with the delayed start and so on and so forth. No more so than the fact that it's over a third of the way through the season and we've still not played Hearts yet in the league. We know what we're going to face though, because we played them in that cup game. We know that Robbie Nielsen's team are a hard task to come up against.
No, they're a top team. They've got top players and top football clubs. So we anticipate a very difficult game. But I thought in the League Cup tie, I thought we actually did well enough there. Having given them like 2 goals at a start. Poor decision by the referee to give a penalty early doors in that game. Terrible. And then another sort of soft goal not long after. So I thought we did well to get ourselves back in the game and a good account of ourselves, trying to chase an equaliser and get caught in the counter attack. So I thought we did well enough on that day. It wasn't the strongest Hearts team that was out in that particular night, and I think that their team on paper will be a stronger team tomorrow, as I think Hearts have done since the League Cup. Their team's very, very strong. They're looking to win the league, and at home they'll be very formidable, there's no doubt. And it would have been better for ourselves if we were going into this situation without having missed the last 10 days in training, but it is what it is, and we'll be ready for it. Are we as prepared as we would normally be? Of course not, but we'll do the best we possibly can.
A sign of Hearts' quality is that they've made signings. Gary Mackay-Stevens joined. They've extended the contract of key players. It just shows how keen they are to win the league and plan for the coming seasons, whatever league they're in.
Yeah, without doubt. I think everyone recognises that Hearts are a Premier League club and they should be in the Premier League. They are a club who will attract good players, and to attract Gary Mackay-Stevens is a good player for them. He had an excellent time at Celtic, winning a number of trophies, and going to Aberdeen, get a chance to go out to America. So back in Scotland, we know that he's a very tricky winger, and on his day he can win games for you. So we need to be prepared for that. But they've got a number of good players. Obviously, Naismith will come back into the reckoning, and you know he's a quality player. And Boyce will come back in, who didn't start last week. That's my opinion. And these are top-notch players. You know, I mean, I mentioned 2 players there whose wages alone will take up the rest of my budget. You know, so that's the kind of situation that not only ourselves face, but most of the other clubs in the league face. And that's a challenge, but that's what our players want to be. You know, they want to be out there competing against players like that on a stage at Tynecastle. Obviously, we're talking, you know, the middle of January, and probably the pitch will not be as good as it was earlier in the season, just through the natural, you know, playing on it, and games at this time of the year. Pitches are kind of struggling a little bit now, and probably on AstroTurf you're better now. The surface is truer probably, but you know, we'll go there and we'll look to play a normal game, and we'll hope that we can create opportunities, and we can hope to take them, and we're looking to do the best we possibly can.
And looking to ourselves, you know, there's no better test than facing the league leaders twice in the space of 4 days, and indeed our new signing Kai Kennedy, if selected, you'll be looking to see him in action against quality opposition.
Yeah, I'm sure he's looking to get his first game under his belt. You know, it's probably been delayed, well, it has been delayed. He's played against Hearts already at Tynecastle this season in the League Cup for Inverness. So yes, it'll be good to get him out on the pitch. But I think, you know, the wee break, unexpected break, I think everyone will be keen to get playing football again. We just don't know how much it's going to affect us, and it may be later in the game before it does. Hopefully we're no rusty and we don't get caught out early doors. We don't want to be going goals behind early as we did in the League Cup tie. We need to be in the game, and as long as we're in the game, then anything can happen. You've seen that, you know, last night in the Burnley and Liverpool game. Liverpool miss a few chances, and lo and behold, you know, Burnley get a penalty, take it, and they win the game. So you know, you never know.
And finally, John, you've been back at work now some time. Must be great for you, a great feeling for you to get back on the training pitch after this enforced break, and overall after your surgery and recovery. Yeah,
I'm feeling good now. I'm much better than I was when I first came back. It's a good few weeks now, and it's taken a while, but I feel brand new now. I feel 100%. Just got to try and avoid COVID, and that's the same for everyone out there. And it's really testing times for everyone. So I wish everyone, you know, to stay safe, keep social distancing, keep, you know, washing your hands, keep the masks on. We want as many Raith Rovers fans back in here as possible when we get back to normality. I know it's a terrible time for everyone, and the cases are just going up and up and up. So to everyone out there, let's try and make sure that we can get every Raith Rovers fan back here as soon as we can, and we're cheering on the team.
Great sentiments. Thanks for that, John. Good luck.
Thank you.